Hi, welcome to the channel. On this part we're going to be doing the Caravan conversion. I'm literally changing my Caravan and putting it into a race Caravan. This is a Caravan as it looks. It's an old Caravan. It's not new in any shape, any form. It's a Swift 490 Deluxe. It's a Swift Challenger. It's a 1996. I actually bought it about 10 years ago for about 1800 quid. It's been stood doing nothing, so I just thought I'd make it into a race Caravan, make it a lot more comfortable while I go racing. Right, let's go have a look at the Caravan as it is. Now what I will say is I have already started taking this apart. I forgot to record it. It is a 5-berth. As you can see, it is a bit of a state at the minute. So that used to be, go back, that used to be like a kitchen part. You could have seats. There's a table that went in the middle. Also went into a double bed. That's where the toilet was originally. And there was a cupboard with a heater. The heater used to be down here. There are the single seat, and that gets made into a double bed. I'm actually leaving the double bed. Now here, that's where the actual cooker used to be. So there used to be a cooker, an oven and a fridge. I've got rid of all that. I've got other ideas for that. So that's the Caravan as it is. Like I said, I have ripped quite a bit out. I've taken the carpet out all the way through. I've blocked quite a few holes up underneath where I've taken the heating element out. I don't need the hot water running. I don't need any of that. It is a bit of a mess, but it's not going to look like this once it's finished. Right, the story so far, I've actually ripped out quite a bit, so you know I have got a bit of a head start with it. All this part is going to be coming out and getting rid of the toilet. Also this back end, and I've already started on the front. Now on the front, what I've started to do is, this was a full seat. Now where it was originally, it all folded up. So now what I've done is, I've just done it so that only this part folds. So I put hinges on the back. I cut it in half across here and at the front there, which you can see. And what it does, it actually folds up. I've got to put a bracket on it, just to, or a strap, something to keep it up, because once I get rid of all this, which is quite easy, let's it is just in place. So that's that part. Put it there out of the way. There's that part. That's going to be coming. I don't need that either. Toilet's going to be out of the way. Got to get rid. Now what's going to happen here is, from there to here, that's where my bike's going to be, because I am gonna, if you look at the door's not actually big enough for me to get a bike in. So I'm actually going to cut the door on that side, make it a lot bigger, give me access. But then because it's a Caravan, I need the weight actually put in over this side to cover it. So my bike roughly is 2 meters. So from that board, I'll have my wheel chock in, and the back wheel will come to somewhere around here, which is near the wheel. So that's where roughly the back wheel should come with the bike, somewhere around there. So as long as I've got that area, I can get the bike in, and the bike needs to be over the front wheels to counter the weight. So with a Caravan, you can't have all the weight at the back. You're going to have proper issues. It needs to be over the front wheels. So my bike's going to go there, and then what that'll enable me to do is, when the bike's out, that will come down. I've got to add something there, but I've got to get my floor down so I can take proper measurements yet. So, and then that will go like that. That'll be secure. I can put the top back on, and then I can make it as a double bed. So that's my idea with that. That's just needs the flooring done first, so that I can get a proper measurement, so that it's not too high. That seating is going to stay the same. It's just alt junks in a minute. That box, so these drawers, I've already dismantled, taken them off. That comes off there. That goes on the floor, but then I can put it back there when I need to. Where I've taken the cooker from. So on this part, you can see where my generator is already. Now I have, you can't see because it's crap, the actual wheels there. The generator is going to go on this side. That's for like Cadwell Park, because you've got no power at all at Cadwell. I have booked foot garages for all season this year, so I do only really need to take my generator for Cadwell Park. This gap at the side, so that part, that's going to be for my race tent. So I've got a rock awning race tent. I'll be putting that there, and all the side bags and that'll fit there. On that part there, oh, I haven't actually made a diagram here. What am I putting there? Oh, I've got some boxes. So green, you know, the plastic green boxes. I've got the plastic green boxes. They're going to go there. Just so everything will be tidy. And what, by having that weight on that side, it'll counterbalance the weight of the bike on this side. So that's the idea of putting the generator, the gazebo, the boxes with all the other stuff in. Now I will have, and I am keeping, where, oh, it's underneath here, that's the actual table, the tabletop. Now that I'm actually going to put back on here, but put it on, so it'll be back on this wall, but I'll have hinges on it so I can fold it up and down and use it as a cooking table. So I've got an electric cooker, teppanyaki machine, and I'll be using that there. On the back, whoosh, look at that for a mess. Right, so this has all got to come out. Now I have got in the corner, there is actually a tyre, and this is where I'm going to keep my tyres. I am going to raise it off the floor, so I'm going to build a frame, raise them off the floor, and what's going to happen is that my tyres are going to go across the back, and underneath I'm going to make enough room for my spare fairings. The cupboards themselves, they're going to have like little bits and bobs in, tyre warmers, that sort of stuff. It's just going to save me messing about, that's all. Right, all I'm doing here, I've just drawn a square. Now this square, this is going to be the actual Caravan layout. So I've got my wheels, that's the inners. Then I've got my door, which does actually open outwards. So I'll put my door there. Now all I'm going to do, I'm going to measure the actual flooring, it's so that I can get the flooring down. Ooh. Now I do know my chairs don't quite come up, so I'm no expert at this. I'm literally just blagging this as I go along. So, and it's all trial and error. Right, that's my half. So as you can see, that's roughly the layout. There's the doors, there's the wheels on the inner, and all this is going to be spare room. So what I need to do is, because I need to get the floor down first, because it is a mess, I want to get a bit more thickness on the floor, because I'll be attaching the actual straps that hold the bike down, and I'll be putting ratchet straps on like the generator and stuff like that as well. And I need that to be held. So all I'm going to do now, I'm just going to measure all these areas just to get the measurements so I can get the floor in.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded.
Play the floor diagram. I'm going to draw it out better when I get home. I'm just in Caravan with a pad and a pen, so I will draw out that better, and then I'll be able to get some flooring down on this. I've also got to sort out, I mean, I have gone through the electrics a little bit, so I know that there's 12 volts on some of these cables. That's the 12 volt. That plug doesn't work. I've got to come back to that. There's a plug over there that does work. Them plugs, you see, I moved that, so the power box is there. So if I lift that up, there's the power box. I moved them because they were all attached to this part. So when it was a proper Caravan, it was actually connected to the back of this. So I've had to move them out of the way so I can get my bike in. I've got to sort out these cablings. I've got to sort out the roof. For some reason, I don't know why. I mean, I put that on because it's a sharp point, but why on earth would you come through top? So literally they must have put the roofs on, or did they do it before the roof went on? I don't know. But look, got nails hanging out, and on this side, I've got to proper sort that out. I'll reskin that. Got to get rid of them. I'm going to cover it all anyway. I'm going to put some of that sound deadening mat on. I've already got that. I've got silver for the roof. I've got black for the sides where the bike's going to be. I'm not sure about the rest of it. I might do that in a silver or a grey just to brighten it up. Right, that's my plans up to press. So literally over the next couple of weeks, because I have only got 4 weeks before the first race and I do want it done. Oh, before I forget, the door. Now the door is the one where it will be a bit harder, because that's a little door. There's no way a bike's going in there. So what I'm going to have to do is, in reality, just set this up and in reality, I'm going to cut the door here, come along, bring it down and across. I'm going to keep this original door in, but for this bit, that's going to swing open, so I'll be having brackets on this side. And then it gives me a big space to get the bike in and around. That's my plan. Whether or not it happens, that's another thing. But that is the idea of how I'm going to combat that. So literally, if I've cut the other side of that window, it's just full of rubbish at the minute. Cut the other side of that window, that gives me a really good gap to get the bike in, around here, and up into place. Right, so that's my plans for the race Caravan. Now, I have only got a few weeks to get it done. Hopefully I get it done before Snetterton. That's the first round. That's at the end of March. It's an old Caravan. It's one it doesn't get, I don't get to use it really. Why shouldn't I just change it to a race Caravan? That's my ideas for it. Catch me on the next one where I'll actually be doing some work on it.